JG Collects back again. Like I always say, you never know who's going to pop up on the podcast. I'm at First Form. I'm at First Form signing event with two legendary assholes in the industry. We have the power of youth behind us. If you're a fan of Naruto, you're going to be in the pleasant surprise. I'm with
Brian Donovan, the voice of Rock Lee, the handsome devil of the Hidden Leaf Village.
And Skip Stellrecht, Mike Guy.
and how's it?
Sensei! Don't cut us off. Try not to cut us off, okay? Try very hard. I'm kidding. All right.
And how's it going today?
It's great. No, it's awesome. This day has been fantastic. The only bummer was I was so close to Skip's table, Guy Sensei's table, because I like a little more room. You know, he can be really annoying, but I'll let him speak for himself.
Oh, yeah. I can be annoying, all right. Yep, that's me. Yep, right, Lee?
Yes, Guy Sensei!
And both of y'all played pivotal roles on Naruto. Both of the characters had great growth and development. What was the greatest moment that you had voicing Rock Lee?
Ooh, you know, I'll stick to the fan favorites because, I mean, they were favorites of mine in the booth, too. The Gara fight, of course. When I actually showed up that day to record, Mary Elizabeth, the director, who's an awesome director, an awesome human, she said, we're going to watch this in real time. I just want you to see what's coming. And so we literally watched the fight in real time before I recorded anything. And so it was amazing. And like a fan, I was just like, oh my, this is amazing. Like, this is amazing. And I didn't know where the arc was going to go with Rock Lee, but I knew that fight was going to be pivotal in Naruto and the success of the show. Not to say that, you know, Rock Lee is everything, but you know what I'm saying.
He kind of is. And for you?
I'm going to go well, I'm like him, you know, a lot of the fan favorites, but there's a couple of moments. One was the fight with Kisame, just because I could not think of who it was. You know, I think I know that guy. That always made me laugh. And then when he moved just that little tiny bit, I thought I told you not to move. And that just was awesome. And the race with anything with Kakashi, but the race to the mountain with Kakashi was so darn goofy and over the top. It was awesome. All those moments.
Yes, it was. You definitely had a lot of awesome moments. The moment when you fought Madara and you finally got a time to shine and you showed your ability, how was that for you?
Painful. Very painful. Those fights like that are painful. It was awesome, but that took some time and some guttural grabbing, but it was good. It was fun.
And how was it for you? You had a very emotional fight with Gara. Did you have an emotional attachment to that scene?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, that's the job, right? I mean, as an actor, you know, a lot of people come up to me and say they either have a great voice or they say, oh, I've been told I have a great voice, or, hey, I have this character voice. And that's amazing, and that's a great start and fundamental to voice acting. But you have to act too, right? And so you got to be able to figure out how to emote those emotions that the scene takes. And for that one in particular, as Guy or Skip alluded to, like, the fight scenes are awesome, but they're hard. They're taxing on your voice. They're taxing on, you know, after a 2-hour session and you're yelling and screaming and leaf hurricane. Okay, let's do another take. Leaf hurricane. No, a little longer and cane. Leaf hurricane. You know, and it's just like, so, you know, it's awesome, but they're also taxing. But what was your original question?
He went into a long-winded detail.
Oh, boy,
I
you
love
got that one. I'm here all day with it. You know how many times I've heard that story today? Woo!
I bet. And we all know in our hearts, Rock Lee and Mike Guy, they are a father and son duo. But in the show, they're not. How do you feel about their relationship?
Oh, I just love, I mean, let's call it what it is. I mean, Guy Sensei adopted me. You know, there are no origin stories of Rock Lee. He just kind of comes on the scene. But I'd like to think that Guy Sensei adopted me, and you know, maybe that sits in the sentimental me. But like, I think, you know, we all need mentors in life. We all need people that believe in us and lift us up and cheer us on. And I also love, I mean, honestly, the adoptive story. You know, there's a lot of kids out in the world that need someone to take them in and lift them up. So that's what I go with. I have no idea, you know. I mean, I don't really know, like, the fans. No one really knows where Rock Lee came from, but that makes my heart happy. So.
And Mike Guy,
Well,
did you, hold on, before you get into that,
Yeah.
did you drop Rock Lee off at somebody's doorstep? And that's
yeah, you very suspect, I tell you. You know the thing is though, it's when I see it, it's like Rock Lee was a lot of what Guy was when he was that age. That kind of not the coolest one, being made fun of, and I think Guy was able to show him, no, you can be the baddest ass, you know, in the class. You know, you don't need all that. You don't need to do this, you know, and you can still gain it. And that's what it was all about, because that's what it was for, I think, Guy Sensei when he was young and coming up, you know. So he just saw a lot of him in Lee and said, I can help him, type thing.
And he helped him to become one of the best taijutsu shinobi in the village. But you pull double duty on that show. You play one of my favorite characters, Itachi, a very philosophical and dark character. How do you get the mindset to switch in between from God to Itachi?
Well, the fact of the matter is I really didn't, because I only did 2 episodes. The first 2 episodes of Itachi is what I did. And the only reason I did that is, which we often do, we get to the end of our sessions and they need voices for other characters, smaller characters. In this particular case, they didn't have an actor to do Itachi yet. So they said, this is going on air. We need a voice in here. Do your thing. This is his background, and that's where it came out. Crispin Freeman is Itachi. He is the man. He's the dude. I give him full respect, and it's just what it is. But when I started doing this, it was like, yeah, but people want to know, the OG, whatever. So it's like, that's why I do that. But I don't take a lot of credit for that. It's Crispin. He's the one.
And that's mad respect, because a lot of people would have been like, yeah, I'm Itachi, all through and through, and that's definitely honorable. But both you guys, everybody knows y'all from Naruto. You guys were on respective shows. One of my favorite, Digimon, you played Davis.
Ooh. Armor, energize! Come on, guys, we gotta go back to the digital world. Yeah, that one I gotta wear some really tight underwear for. That I've gotten a lot older. But yeah, man, Digidestined, baby, Digidestined. No, I mean that was pretty awesome, because I had done prior to Digimon, I had done a very show that no one really saw, Flint the Time Detective. But that team that did Flint was moving on to Digimon, and they were looking for Davis for the second season. And they just thought I could do it, So I auditioned, and I gave them what they were looking for. And that was awesome. But it was also cool in a sense that there was a weight or a responsibility, I guess, to it. Because in that case, Digimon was already a huge hit. And I knew it was a hit. And I was like, I didn't want to blow it. So I was a little nervous that I was like, I'm going to take the whole property down, but we didn't. Everybody, I think the second season was as popular, in some cases more popular than the first season. Yeah, so that was awesome. And then unbelievably, some of the team from Digimon ended up doing Naruto, which is why I was invited to audition for Naruto, which as an actor is like the gift, right? Because you're always groveling to try to find the next job. But when those teams and those people remember you, or like working with you and invite you to audition or give you a part without auditioning, that's the dream. So that's kind of what happened, Flint to Digimon to Naruto, for me.
And I want you to try to be as unbiased as possible. If they had ever did the crossover that everybody wanted, Pokemon versus Digimon, who do you see coming out on top?
Oh, Digimon, come on. No, I mean, look, in all seriousness, I mean, Pokemon is Pokemon. I mean, it is a global sensation. It has long, long legs, certainly a lot longer legs than Digimon. But the fans that love Digimon. I mean, they fight for it. And they'll say, I watch Pokemon too, but I love Digimon. And a lot of them say it because, we got someone in the background, thank you. A lot of people say it because, the storyline is more developed, and there's more character development. So, it's hard for me to argue because I never saw Pokemon, in all honesty. So I've never seen Pokemon, so I can't really say as a fan or a viewer, but I was on Digimon.
Yes, you were a pivotal character, and I just want to say, Digimon, they would actually murder Pokemon. Like, it wouldn't even be a fair fight. And I want to get to you.
That could have been a whole lot shorter if you would have just said, who do you think? That's kind of an old gag, but we don't know how to answer that. Well, what do you think?
Always trying to edit me. Yeah, whatever.
You had the answer.
Yeah, you had the answer. Say it again.
Digimon would have murdered Pokemon. No questions asked. And I want to get to you because you voiced one of my favorite characters, one of the top tier villains, Vicious. Oh, yeah. What was it like working with Steve on that show?
Steve who?
Oh, my God.
I'm kidding. Are you kidding? Steve Bloom. And I worked more with Mary than Steve. Steve and I probably never passed, each other in the hall maybe once or twice. But Mary, she's the one that brought me in, Mary Elizabeth, and she's awesome. I worked with her on Naruto, and then again here, and she's a good friend, and she's just awesome. She's the one that just kind of funneled me to where it was, and then her biggest direction for me anyway was just lower. Go lower. Go lower.
And that show has aged beautifully to
Dude.
the point where people were asking for a reboot. They don't need to. It's fine the way it is. When you look back at some of those scenes when Vicious, especially the iconic at the end when everything happened to happen. Spoiler, if you haven't seen it by now, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, get in a dark room, turn the music up, turn the sound way up, and just enjoy. It is that good. And it was done so long ago, and there were so many wonderful, amazing people that worked on it. Les and Mary Claypool, they were awesome. They involved in the writing and in a lot of the sound design. They were just great. The actors, all of the actors. We just had a little reunion not long ago. I don't ever see any of those guys, hardly at all. And it was the best seeing all of them, you know. It was just a great cast, a great time, and it was way ahead of its time. When it holds like it holds today, as you well know, it was way ahead of its time.
It truly was. It stood
And
the
I'm going to
test
say
of
one more
time.
name because Kevin Seymour, who was behind the casting and behind all this, he was the dude when it came to dubbing, when it came to anime back in the day, you know.
Yes, it
You have a
was.
shorter answer than that?
I was just trying to get a little of my time in. I know he's going to him next.
Their chemistry and their teamwork is unmatched. It's really like being with Rock Lee and Mike Gotches because, my God, you had a lot of fans in here today who wanted to come up and see you. What was the fan favorite quote?
Fan favorite? Oh,
Guy Sensei. That's what I heard a lot of.
Guy Sensei. Probably the fan favorite. That's a good one. We especially when we're together, we end up signing a lot of the Power of Youth or the Power of Youth Explodes. I always do a lot of Leaf Hurricane. Today I got a lot of I'm the handsome devil of the Hidden Leaf Village. I am Rock Lee. That's a favorite. What else? Anything else? I don't know. I think those were the big ones. One of my favorite quotes is, always remember, a hero is not one who never falls. They are the one who get up again and again, never losing sight of their dreams. Now, I don't write that one very often because that's a lot to wrap around a pop, but that is my favorite quote.
And that one is very expensive. And for you,
It's either, well, you know, what happens is it comes down to the pop. Because if it's that 8th gate pop, a lot of people want 8th gate open, you know, 8th gate depth open. They want, you know, I can, some, whatever it is now, my mind's jelly because it's so late in the day, but, you know, give up this life for the one they love, you know, that type of stuff. It just depends on the pop. But that's probably the 8th gate or Let the Power of Youth Explode.
I don't even know. Can I interrupt for a second? I don't even know. What's your most popular Vicious line? Like, what do they? Is there a request on Vicious?
Oh, that's yeah. It's usually when angels are banished.
we have to hear it in the voice if you can.
I think I remember the quote now. When angels are banished from heaven, they become devils. They become devils. Don't you think so, Spike? Something along those lines.
Damn.
To hear that, childhood complete. If any fans want to see you at any conventions, are you going to be at any shows coming up?
Yeah, I'm doing big Minneapolis anime the first week of August, 2nd and 3rd. So I'll be in Minneapolis, not too far from Detroit, a little farther from Pittsburgh, and really far from LA, but I will be there. That's my next one. Yeah.
I don't think I have anything. I mean, I think there's something coming up, but I don't remember when.
You're doing
Louisiana.
New Orleans, right?
Yeah, New Orleans. When is that?
So we're in New Orleans for a con the weekend before Thanksgiving. New Orleans.
Turned Cajun.
Yeah. New Orleans. We in New Orleans. Yeah, the weekend before Thanksgiving. I don't know how to do Cajun, but yeah. Anyway.
And if fans want to follow you on social media, where can they find you?
Mostly Instagram. Brian Donovan _1, and I'm holding my little baby who's not a baby anymore, but you'll see a lot of Rock Lee and anime love on there. But yeah, please do follow, and I'm actually pretty responsive to fans that reach out and say hey or ask questions, and I always keep you guys posted on my next endeavors, so like I post pretty regularly about what's coming up, so you can find me there. Thanks.
Well, I'm proud to say that I, too, am on Instagram. That's right. I've joined the hip young generation. No, I've never done social networking ever in my life. But I did it because we met a couple fans in Riverside.
Yeah.
Remember the lady that brought the coffee cake?
Crumble.
Yeah. Oh, this is unbelievable. She had 2 daughters and a wonderful son, and she was my inspiration for putting together an Instagram account.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing yet. I think I've okayed people I probably shouldn't. I've offended people. I don't know what to do. I tried doing a video, and it just didn't work the other day. But that's where it's just my name. I don't even know how to add anything or come up with nicknames like people do. I'm not that cool.
You know what's awesome, though, is that you coming to Instagram, any social media that late, and still being able to use your name is incredible because they're all taken. Like, these people are verified. It's like you got to do _1, which is mine because Brian Donovan was taken. But the fact that you came to it so late and could still use your real name is pretty awesome. But of course, we know that's not your real name. Dun, 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 dun.
You guys, you guys heard all that? I'm JG Collects, and like that, remember the power of youth behind you, and
Let
like
it
that,
explode,
believe
baby.
it.
Oh, wait. We are not done. I just want to shout out to First Form, this awesome logo. Thank you for having us this weekend. Amazing. Ricky and your team.
Don't
awesome.
forget our shirts, Ricky.
Yeah, and don't forget our shirts, Ricky. Small or medium, depending how it rolls, because I want to make sure I show these off. You know what I'm saying?
Show what off?
Mm-hmm. Wait up. What a beat.
Tired of
Ricky,
hearing it?
remember their shirts. I'm JG Collects, and like that, I'm out.